Never in the history of the internet have I ever come across anyone who has referred to the Irish people as being rude, as being dismissive. Never. I've never seen it, right? But I want you to do the following. Please listen to the following two videos, right? Watch these two videos. And between these two people, and mind you, you need to factor in the races. Between these two people, who do you believe? Please tell me, who do you believe?
Online, and I saw a Facebook post with a bunch of African women playing in the snow, and the caption said, Kenyan nurses enjoy their first snow in Ireland, and it was posted by an Irish newspaper. I thought, oh my god, I don't want to read these comments. I scrolled down and I read the comments, and actually everybody was so delightful. They were like, oh my gosh, ladies, stay warm. Thank you so much for taking care of us. Hope you guys are enjoying Ireland. And I was like, oh my gosh, is this where all the cool white people are at? So 2 weeks later, I book a flight to Ireland. I'm in Ireland right now. And I have to say, Irish people, you guys are the highest quality Europeans that I've ever encountered. I can't understand a word of what you guys are saying, but I love you. I was taking a walk around my hotel this morning and I encountered a white Irish woman and an African woman sitting down, and they were clearly in the preliminary introductory phases of their relationship. And the Irish lady invites her to sit down, she shakes her hand, introduces herself, and she starts asking her questions about her culture. And the African lady barely speaks any English, but they're having such a genuine, wholesome interaction. Even when I first arrived here, the cab driver went like 3 feet in the wrong direction, and he apologized profusely the entire rest of the trip, which is wild because I live in Turkey and I get scammed out of at least 10 American dollars every cab ride. In general, everybody is just extremely nice.
Hi there, guys. To all my South African friends in Ireland, when you work abroad and you live in a place that's green like this, Ireland, it's a privilege, but it's not easy. With that said, you will have to leave your family, your friends, everything behind to come and start a new life. It's not easy, and also it's not easy to make new friends in this place, especially when you're South African. So, truth be told, think twice before you leave home, because when you come to another country, you will be handled and treated worse than rubbish. People will talk to you. Yes, some people are nice, some people aren't. But it is what it is. So, to all my friends working abroad, good luck. I know now how it feels. Have a good one, guys.
After watching both videos, taking in consideration that the one person is a black woman and the other person is a white South African male, who do you believe? And as someone that has encountered a few Irish people, I can tell you now that they have been of the nicest people that I've ever met. Point of the matter is, when people say that white South African people are of the most spoiled, entitled white in the world, that is what we are talking about. On the one side, you've got a black woman who cannot sing the praises of the Irish people enough. And on the other side, you've got a white South African male that says he's been treated worse than rubbish. When we say that white South Africans are entitled and spoiled, and they take that very same attitude to other countries, and these people put them in their places, they feel that these people are treating them badly, when all they are doing is setting you straight.
This is a clear example of a man, a white man, who has gotten so used to being privileged that equality now starts to feel like oppression. Someone who have lived their entire life thinking that they are the ish and the world revolves around them and everyone should just be, groveling towards them and being at their beck and call and just kissing on their feet just because they are white. And now they find themselves in a situation where they are treated or getting treated as the normal human being that they are, and they're in so much pain and shock. They don't know what is going on because in their heads, their whiteness is such a big deal, and they come from a place where their whiteness is a big deal, and it has over the years afforded them a lot of things like unwarranted respect, jobs that they were not worthy of, and also the fact that this whiteness of theirs used to serve as a protection. It used to shield them from taking accountability for the wrongs that they have committed. It also justified why it is okay for them not to be decent human beings. But then this person finds himself in Ireland, and now he's thinking, oh, there are a bunch of white people, so it should be okay for me to bring out my white South African bad character that I brought with me all the way from South Africa to Ireland, because these are white people too. They would let my BS slide the way the white South Africans in South Africa let my BS slide. And then he found out, no, these white people are not like that. So what does he do? He comes online to whine and complain and talk about how the people there are not that nice. Oh, he's not even finding it easy to make friends, especially being South Africa with the thing he did with his eye there when he made that comment. Because these people are not accommodating his BS. What he does in South Africa that he thinks is okay, he wanted to go do it in Ireland as well. And the people said, we don't do that here. This video is nothing but a grown behind white South African male coming online to complain about how the white people in Ireland are acting broken because they are not acting how he expects white people to act, like the ones he's used to in white South Africa. So he's on here giving tips to white South Africans, telling them that, hey, you see, all of that you are able to do in South Africa, all of this insanity, this rate to desist stuff that you're able to do in South Africa and get away with, you would not be able to do that when you get here because the people here don't let all of that BS slide. They will call you out on your BS. This man basically just came online to tell his fellow rate to desist white South Africans that, hey, you see how you are able to live in South Africa and be a rate to desist freely and proudly. You would not be able to do that if you come to Ireland. So he's basically hinting at them, telling them, don't make the mistake that I made, because I am here suffering because these people would not let me be and rude, and they want me to be a decent human being. How dare they? Don't come down here because they would want the same for you too. That's all this man is doing. And it's insane. But for the sake of legalities, I'm going to say that all of this is alleged. And also, there is this thought in my head that's going, if you don't want to invalidate someone's lived experience, because I don't know what this man's lived experience in Ireland is. So I would hate to just come on here on the internet acting like I know it all and invalidate his lived experience. So putting all of this into consideration, what I'm saying is it is possible that he just might be one of them white South Africans with bad character that took his bad character to Ireland. The reason why I'm saying that I think this is the possibility of what went down is because we on the continent know how these white South Africans act. And also, we have seen how other white people globally speak about them. Other white people don't like white South Africans. And a couple of weeks ago, I made a video covering this topic.
This one is from Brad, and he says, in New Zealand, there's only two types of people we will not tolerate. The first one is rate to desist, and the other is white South Africans. Honestly, those people are the effing worst. When are we marching and holding peaceful protests against those efforts? Have you met one? The worst! I am absolutely sick of white South African nationals immigrating to Aotearoa and having an immediate negative opinion on everyone who isn't white. Shut the F up! You do not get a say on things you don't know anything about. Why not head to Holland if you hate it so much? If you've traveled the world and met many people in different places, you will learn that white South Africans are arrogant and entitled. This is from Thomas, and he says, After a couple of years of working in hospitality, you start to develop an almost supernatural sixth sense for if a customer is going to be rude or difficult, going off very slight, almost imperceptible cues like a South African accent.
I'm in the UK and people don't particularly like them here either. Even New Zealanders loathe them. They are very embarrassing. Your brand of racism has to be extremely crass to even be loathed by Australians and the likes. Truly ghetto.
Every time a white South African walks into my office, set timer for 30 seconds. Let me tell you how Blicks are ruining my country. Other white people from other countries also don't like our white people. Beautiful to watch. Beautiful and sad to watch. Because now these people are going to be stuck in South Africa. If nobody wants them nowhere, then they have nowhere else to go.
I had so much fun with this video. It's an interesting one if you're looking for a good laugh. It's linked down below in the description if you want to check it out. So these are the reasons why I think it's his character, emphasis on his white South African character, that made him experience Ireland the way he did, because normally white people love white people. But then again, he just might be a victim of circumstance. Circumstance in this case being white South African getting negative rep internationally, and now he might be one of them rare good ones. And he's unfortunately getting people treat him not as nice because they just see him and they see a white South African, so they perceive he's one of them bad ones that acts weird, and now they treat him accordingly in that regard. So that could be why he experienced Ireland the way he experienced Ireland. Because see, I have seen a ton of black people speak very positively about Ireland. I have seen, other POCs speak very positively about Ireland. But then again, this man experienced what he experienced. But for me, this is the moral of the story, and the reason why I'm even making this video is to pass this message across to people generally, but specifically white South Africans need to hear this message. If you have bad character, change. If people tell you that your character is not good, listen to them and work on it. If they say your character stink, take your character to the bathroom, give it a good scrub, cream it up, and put some perfume on that character. That's all I'm going to say. Because look here now, it's possible this is a good white person, but now he's getting treated badly because of the other white South Africans who went there with their bad character. And now, unfortunately, it's looking like ripple effect is at play, and this man is here suffering from the effects of other people's bad character. But what are your thoughts on this? Let me know down below in the comment section. And of course, as always, thank you very much for watching. I would see you in the next one. I'm in the UK and people don't particularly like them here either. Even New Zealanders loathe them. They are very embarrassing. Your brand of racism has to be extremely crass to even be loathed by Australians and the likes. Truly ghetto.